Hi friends, this is Rajeshwar Raipati and welcome back to my channel Raipati. Today I am going to discuss something about a if statement. Now let me go into the calculated fields and we'll open this here where we'll get a help, and in this I'm going to open all our condition statement, logical. In this I want to show if. Now what do we have? If, then you have expression, and then and you have what if this expression is true, what should get executed? Else is always optional. Else if is always optional. Even else is also optional. The same again condition. If the condition is true, what should happen? Now let me explain that a bit in here. Now if I am saying true, then some condition I am saying 1. Else if false, then 2. Else 0. And now why did I write true and false? Because I just wanted to make sure that, let me increase the size. I just want to make sure you understand one thing. In if, between if and then, you should always and always have a Boolean data type. And what is a Boolean data type? True or false is a Boolean data type. Okay, so anything that is between if and then, when you have a Boolean data type, then only you will get an output, else you will not get an output. Now it is saying the calculation is valid. Now I'm saying category. Now is this a Boolean? No, this is a dimension, it is a string. So that is why what Tableau is saying, expected type. Here the type that is expected is Boolean. So found string. And in your error, whenever it says expected type is Boolean, that is talking about this part, the part between if and then only. And it clearly says comparison in if expression must be Boolean type. So here whatever you are the condition that you are using, it should always and always be a Boolean type. Now what is a Boolean type? Any condition is a Boolean type. But what is a condition? Condition is any situation which is explaining about any scenario or a situation. Like, are you going out or not? That is a Boolean, because either you go out or you don't. So there are only two phases. Either you study or you don't study. Either you be in your home or you go to your school or you go to your friend's place. So there is a definite scenarios. So when a person or when a scenario is happening, if it will happen or not, that situation of happening or not happening is a Boolean scenario. Now when I'm talking about category here, I'm talking about a string data type. But what do I want to compare with the category? I want to see whenever I'm talking about category, we have members in category, right? Furniture, office supplies, and technology. Now whenever I am using my category in my if statement, it should always talk about a situation in that category dimension. So my situation here is, it should be when it is furniture. Okay, my spelling might be wrong. Furniture. Okay, then I don't want one, I want sales. Okay, wait, this is the mistake. I want my sales. Okay, and rather than using false here, I will use again category is equal to, then I will use technology. Okay, then I'll just expand this. Now here I don't want to, I want profit. Else the remaining here, luckily we have only technology, but whatever else, whatever that doesn't fall into furniture and technology, all the other will come into else, and I want quantity here. Okay, now I'll say category if. Okay, apply. Now let me drag my category. Where is my category? Yeah, this is my category. I'm dragging my category in here. Okay, I'll just expand this a little so that it doesn't look clumsy. Yeah, now here I want to drag my conditional if, that sorry, category if that we have created right now. I'm dragging it into text. Now if you see, you got your values, but what are these values? Let me show you. Let me drag my sales in here. Okay, now if you see my sales, I'll close this, or let it be. I want to show you. See, this is my sales. In category, what did I ask? If it is furniture, what did I ask for? I asked for sales. So that is why when it is category, I got my sales. Let me expand this a little. Yeah, now see, in my category if, when it is for category is furniture, I asked for sales. So that is what I got. But again, is it the same for office supply? See, it is not the same because I didn't ask for sales. Now I'm dragging my profit. Now if you see, when it is technology, I have asked for profit. So if you see here, when it is technology, I should get my profit. See, I got the profit when it is technology. And I'll drag my quantity. Now if you can see, when it is other office supplies, I wanted my quantity. See, this is office supplies because it comes in the else part, right? Okay, now this majority of you know, I'm not saying denying that you don't know, but I wanted to talk about the problems that you generally face. Okay, now see, now till now it looks fine, right? But majority of us have the habit, even in the starting or even now, at times I too have the habit, we directly write this sum of sales. And also here we'll write sum of profit. Right, we are tend to, because we know Tableau generally aggregates everything input, so even when we are writing these, we are intended, or we are, I'll take average here, average of quantity. But the problem comes here is the Tableau shows an error, cannot mix aggregate and non-aggregate comparison or results in if expression. So why are we getting this? We are getting this because this category, whatever we are talking about, this category furniture, this is compared at the row level. Now when I go to the data source, okay, it is taking a bit time. Yeah, when I go to the data source, for every row in the data source, where is this category? Let me see. Let me get the category here. See here, this is your category. For every row, this if is executed. For every row, this if is executed. So when for every row it is executing, we don't have sum of sales there. We only have sales. So if you go to the end, see, you have only profit. You don't have sum of profit because we will aggregate them across all the rows that are containing furniture and we'll give it, right? See, here you have sales, sum of sales. This is again different, forget it, because this is an LOD output. See, this is your sales. Now when you have this category furniture, now when it is comparing category wise, if it is furniture, it has to pick sales, but you are saying it pick sum of sales, but it doesn't have it. It can't do that because now it is at the granular level. It can't do that. So that is why now we have to remove all these. And here if you put sum, then it will say okay, I can do that. Now what it will do, it will first execute this for every row that is present in the database, and it will segregate all furnitures into one place, technology into one place, quantity into one place, technology into one place, and office supplies into one place, and then it will aggregate all the sales that furniture, all the sales that this furniture is present, all the profit that technology is present, and all the quantity that office supplies is present, and then it will aggregate and it will show you. So that is why whenever you are using a condition, if the condition is acting at a row level, then you should always use a row level field only. You cannot aggregate and ask it to show you. But I understand there are certain scenarios where, as I showed you previously, it might get to a scenario where you need some here, you need some, and then here you need average, but you can't get average here, right? Because you can only put one aggregate at the end. So how to do at that time? At that time you have a situation like you can use ATTR function. Now what it is a ATTR function, I'll not get into that because it is an ocean, and I am not confident that I can explain you clearly about what is ATTR function. Now again, if you see, if I apply ATTR function, now this is not showing any issue. Okay, let me get back into the sheet one. Just a minute. Just give it a second. See, now when I say ATTR function, now I haven't applied or saved this calculation. Even if I say apply, these will not change. Okay, now let me say apply. Okay, wait, office supplies might change. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, this is because, see, one more thing. Why is this getting this red mark? That is because in Tableau, generally whenever there is a change in aggregation of the field that we are using, I already used category if here, right? Now when I use that, it is at the granular level. Now here when I am using, it is at the level of it is aggregated level. So the granularity is changing. So whenever there is a change in granularity, it will become red. Just do one thing, just remove this category if, and again drag the category if and place it in here. Okay. Now if you see, the sales and profit are the same, but when you talk about a quantity, it became 4. Earlier it was 16,537. Now it became only 4. Why did that happen? Because we used average. Earlier we just used sum, right? Now we are using average. Let me change this to sum. Now you can see it will change to back 16,537. Okay, this is one way when you will handle the scenarios like this. Now I want to talk about another scenario of if condition where you'll use aggregate, like if profit greater, okay, if sum of profit, I am using an aggregate as a condition. Measure, basically first thing is measure, and even that measure is aggregated. If sum of profit greater than 0, then profit, else loss. Or I want to show you one other thing. I'll make it as sum of sales. If sum of profit is greater than 0, then I want sum of sales. I just want to show you when can you use an aggregate here directly. Else I want sum of or average of, okay, let it be, anything is fine. I'll take average of quantity. Okay, I'll just say, and I'm not going much complicated, nothing, because we have already seen that. Now what are we saying here? Here directly I'm taking an aggregate. Here I'm not going for a row level. I'm here directly going for an aggregate level. So when here I'm going for an aggregate level, then even here I can use an aggregate. Now let's see what it shows if I say sales, right? Now again see, it is showing an error. Now what does it say? Cannot mix aggregate and non-aggregate comparison of results in if expressions. So what is this saying? Now again, sum of profit, when I am saying this is an aggregate and this is not an aggregate, so I can't compare these two. That is what it is saying. Now if I convert this into table scope, again I don't want to explain about LODs, but again just for your understanding, if I convert this into table scope, again, wait, why is this? Okay, because of this. Now these two, see, I converted sum of profit into a granular level, making it an LOD. That is again a very big explanation, but now these two are granular levels, but here the average is causing the trouble. Now if I remove the average, this condition is valid. So understand this, guys. When it is table scoped, LODs always provide you the data at the granular level only, the aggregation at the granular level. Okay, so that is why whenever we are talking about if and else statements, you always and always have to be sure about the granularities in both this condition. See, here first it should be Boolean, fine, and then here it should be the same granularity that you have in here. If it is row level, it should be row level. If it is aggregated, then it also should be aggregated. Otherwise, you will get an error. Okay. Now, till now it is fine. Everything looks fine. Now, I want to talk about another scenario when we are talking about after then here, right, and else here. What about these two? What is the relation between these two? Or let me write that again. If category is equal to furniture, then sales, right? Else if category is equal to technology, then I'm not getting profit. Okay, then profit, else quantity, and okay. Now see, this is my Boolean, and this is the same granularity as the categories, and this is again a Boolean, and this is the same granularity, again this is the same granularity. So it is saying the condition is valid. Now till now it is fine. Now what I want you to observe is, now here you took sales, now here I am taking it as profit. I just want to show the string profit. Now again Oracle says there is a, or not Oracle, sorry, extremely sorry, Tableau says there is a problem. Now what is that problem? See, expected type float, found string, return types from if expressions, return types. Now earlier what it asked about conditions, earlier was it about, the error was about conditions. Now it is about return types from if expressions must match. Now what are the return type? This is a return type, right? If this is a condition, then it will return sales. If this is true, this condition is true, it will return profit. If these two both are not true, it will return quantity. Now here it is saying this sales is a Boolean data type. So I am expecting a Boolean data type here, and you gave me a string. So I can't execute, when I am talking about Booleans, I can't talk about strings. Okay, so in order to solve this issue, either you can go for profit here, which is again a float value, or you can convert these into string like this. If I convert these all into string, now here I'll just say, okay, just a minute. Now here I'll just say profit, and even in the quantity I'll say string. Now what did I do? I did a type conversion. Now my condition is again valid, but again be clear, these aggregations will not happen. Okay, that is one more problem. But see here, when we are talking about this, I wanted to show you this because whenever you have the data, the return types of the if condition should always be of the same data type. Now same data type means float. You can have float, then can you have an integer? Now we talked about these. Now let me remove this string and also remove this string. Now rather than having profit, I am saying I'll type an integer value 1. Now see, it is saying the calculation is valid. When it is not taking string, even if this sales is a float value, it is accepting 1. That is because Tableau can internally convert this 1 into float if it wants, but it cannot convert a string to float, right? Float to string it can, not an issue, but a float to string, oh sorry, cannot convert a string to float. So that is the problem. That is why whenever you are writing, all the return types should be same. Okay. Now let me show you, earlier we got some issue, right? Now let me write a string here. Now the condition, I wanted to show what the error message is, how it changes. What happened? Expected type string found integer. Now previously what it was saying, expected type float found string. Now why is that? Because it always compares with the first thing. Here it is, this is string, right? So that is why it expect after, then here after all the return types should be only strings. So whenever you are talking about here, if it says expected type string, then you should understand whatever is in the first place, it is a string. Now if it is not string, and if this is a string like profit, now what it says, it just says the contrast. Expected type float, because this is a float, and it says it found a string. Okay, so these are the major issues that I have found people are getting trouble when they are working on an if-else statements. Hope this helps, guys. And please let me know if you have any other queries or concerns about this. Please let me know in the comment section, or anywhere. I'm present on Facebook, Telegram, and in any place. So you can get back to me in any place that you want. So this is for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And please do like, subscribe, share my channel Rai Party, and also share it with your friends and colleagues who are working on Tableau, and also to those people who are actually working on Tableau and are stuck at somewhere and they want a help hand. Also, every Sunday we are conducting live sessions. There are a couple of, along with me, there are a couple of other experienced people where we will be discussing our real-time scenarios in that session. Mostly on Superstore data. They will just modify the issue that fit into Superstore data. So, and also this weekend we are going to conduct a session about freshers, how should they approach, how should they prepare Tableau, how should they prepare their resume, how should they approach for the interviews. All these will be discussed. So make sure you present in that. So before that, if you want, you can join in my channel, which is in the description. That is Telegram channel. So you can join in that, so that you can get regular day-to-day update, and majority of the issues that will be discussed in the channel are real-time only. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot.